Hey guys, it's Kayla. We're at Seabreeze Camp 2025. Come with us and find some embarrassing moments. What is the most embarrassing moment that keeps you up at night?
Well, yesterday I got interviewed by John Mark, and they asked me why they put a circle pizza in a square box, and I came up with the most stupid and ignorant answer, and it really made me feel stupid.
I got called out for talking during somebody. Steve
what?
couldn't see us. That's Steve. The
Yes.
camera's
Oh,
Steve.
gotcha.
I got called out for talking during someone's performance, and I was 12 years old, and my teacher shamed me in front of the entire class, and there were college students there. It was
Oh yeah, that do it.
So this is very undignified and unprofessional.
Yes.
But when I was in college, I worked for a landscaping company, and we mowed the headquarters of the Professional Golfers Association.
Okay.
So really hoity-toity place, glass windows, but mirrored so you couldn't see in. And I was having sinus issues, and they had kind of dried throughout the day, and I knew I had, something in my nose that needed dug out.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm by myself. I'm behind this office building, raking leaves, and I thought nobody's around. So I just dug and dug and dug and dug until I took care of the problem. And then I happened to get kind of close to that window, and there were probably 250 people, like PGA executives and workers, in there having a meeting. And I had just totally dug in my nose for 10 minutes in front of all these people. That was very embarrassing.
Yeah, that's embarrassed. I'm embarrassed
Kinda
for
gross.
you.
Kinda
Yeah.
gross, too.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, when I was 3, I left my hotel room in a diaper, and I met up with 2 old women. That was pretty embarrassing. Yeah.
I'm here with the Lauren Loper. Lauren, what is the most embarrassing thing that you've ever done?
So, one time I was driving and it was cold, and it's a really old truck, and I stopped at a stoplight, and it broke down. And I called my dad, and I was like, "Dad, it won't start." And he called my brother, and my brother came and helped. And I tried, and I really tried, and I was at the front of a stoplight. Everybody was stopped behind me, getting mad. My brother comes, hops in the truck, puts it in park, starts right up. If I would have put it in park, it would have started up, and I felt pretty dumb. Cammy and Kaylee, Holder Mom, thank you for joining us. What is the most embarrassing thing that you've ever done?
My interview this morning was so embarrassing.
Probably playing volleyball.
I really want to think of it.
She's a star athlete.
Everyone come to Hope Sound. I'll be here. I'll be a freshman.
See him over there? What is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, I'm certainly not going to tell you that.
Okay, what's one that you're willing to tell us?
It's in middle school. We had a project. I made a volcano. I made my volcano out of concrete on a piece of plywood, carrying it down the hallway. So you put the vinegar in and the baking soda, and it creates the whatever. And it slid off onto the floor and cracked in front of all of my friends. I was very embarrassed.
Ethan up. The camera's right there. What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
There's this girl that I was kind of interested in, and my parents raised our kids where if you're the man and you like this girl, you gotta talk to her dad. I'm like, oh, yippee. I go to call this girl's dad, and I'm giving this whole spiel how hey, I think your daughter's really nice.
There's your dad right there.
I was like, hey, I think your daughter's really nice, great personality. I'd love to get to know her. Not her dad. So then I had to call the actual dad. So I had to give the spiel 2 times. And the first guy, I knew the guy, which is mad unfortunate.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
There's many moments of those in my life. Well, there's today in volleyball.
That was pretty bad.
You weren't there.
How about walking around the gym at youth convention?
You didn't have to bring that up. It wasn't embarrassing. It was just a humbling, lonely part of my life.
We were at youth convention, and I'm sitting there on the bench waiting for my team to be called up for volleyball. And 1 lap around, Judah, I see him. 2 laps around. The whole entire day, he just did laps around the gym.
I was looking for friends.
Did you find any?
Nope.